This is Nissan in-game live. Eagles lead 13-10 in the wild card playoff game over the San Francisco 49ers, along with Eagles Hall of Famer Ron Jaworski. I'm Michael Barkann Jaws. As you said, coming into this room, total domination just about, and only a 3-point lead. But they'll take it, won't they?
Absolutely. 13-10 at the half. We missed an extra point. You watch the game. I won't even get to the stats yet. You watch the game. We are clearly the better football team.
Not close.
And when you look at, the defense right now for San Francisco, they're decimated. You're looking now at Kittle going out. They're decimated on offense. They're hanging on by a thread, but they cannot handle our defensive line. They get two big plays. That's pretty much been their offense. Hey, give them credit. They got two big plays, but that's pretty much what they've done the whole first half. When you get the numbers of time of possession, 19 minutes to 11 minutes, total yards, although the two big plays really helped them. But 11 first downs to 7. They got, I think, 4 in that last drive.
Yeah.
It's total. The eyeball test, the Eagles passed that.
Yeah.
The scoreboard, they passed that. Just, they're on the right track to put this game away.
Yeah, and they get the ball to start the second half, which is a good thing. When you saw what was happening the first 6 plays that the Niners had to start the game, and Shipley, great on special teams, they stuff McCaffrey. I'm like, this is going to be, they're going to roll over him. And then they go 4 more plays and into the end zone for a touchdown. I got a little nervous there, even though it was very early. But the Eagles came right back. Unfortunately, Jake Elliott, does that miss kind of cloud what you might do if you're Nick Sirianni with choice?
I don't think it clouds his thinking, but it clouds it should be considered in his thinking. An extra point you got, they're automatic, not about 97% automatic. Jake has been struggling, as we know, all season long with consistency. Everyone has stood by him, but you just wonder if you get in this game is tied with a few seconds to go and they got to kick a field goal. How much can you trust him? I'm thinking ahead of myself, thinking of Chicago next week. You got a kicker that's not been real consistent. What do you do? I know everyone's
let's not talk about Chicago.
I know.
Josh, you're violating your own tenant.
Well, I apologize for that. One game at a time. So I must, but I'm thinking for Jake Elliott down the road.
Yeah, I hear you.
And we're because now you start thinking about it. As not only the player, as a snapper, as a holder, as the guy protecting. Everyone starts to worry about it. The fans start worrying, and we start worrying. Is he going to make it or not? Jake used to be money.
Yeah.
He used to be money.
I hope he returns
55
to being
in. We're going to need him.
Yep.
We're going to need him.
All right, let's talk about the quarterbacks first for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, 11 of 16, 93 yards, a passer rating of 104.4, which is good. I would like to have seen him run the ball a little bit more. He ran it once for 3 yards. Maybe they didn't think. You saw what Brock Purdy did at the end when he fumbled the ball. It was a great play call, I thought.
Excellent.
And I'm thinking, why not more of that for Hurts?
I think everyone wants to see Jalen run the football more, particularly now because there's no tomorrow if you lose. So you can turn him loose, and if he gets hurt, okay, you got time to get healthy and rehab. And I look back to last year, our 4-game run to win the Super Bowl. In those 4 games, he rushed for 179 yards himself. So he was doing it. I was kind of looking forward to that becoming part of more of his modus operandi here in the playoffs. But he hasn't had to. He's been playing great. He's getting receivers open. AJ looked like a little tip with the coach at the sideline there.
Yeah.
The coach felt he maybe should have caught 1 or 2 of those balls that were thrown his way, which I would tend to agree.
I thought he should have caught both of them. I go by the legend Richie Ashburn says you get your glove on it, you catch it. You get your fingertips on it, or you should have made a play on it. You catch the ball.
The second one, he got his fingertips on. The first one, he did not. So Richie probably had.
I thought he didn't go to the ball properly.
You could be correct on that, but I don't want to say that if I don't know that to be a fact. But it's certainly your opinion, and that you have your right to have that opinion.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, now Brock Purdy, Jaws, 10 of 15, 168. They did sack him once. I was wondering where the pass rush is. Was that a function of the Niners line or the fact that Purdy gets rid of the ball so fast?
Purdy gets rid of the football real quick. He's got good pocket awareness. He shuffles around in the pocket, so he's hard to sack. He did get sacked one time. I think we made one mistake on at third and 9 or 10. We went with a 3-man rush and dropped 8 into coverage, and he just stood in that pocket and found an open receiver. So I feel a lot more comfortable with a quarterback like Purdy that you rush him. Not only the 4-man rush, but Vic is good at designer blitzes with a 5- and 6-man rush. I thought we would see one there, but he went safe, and it didn't work.
Yeah. Second half, the Eagles can be, not always, it used to be their calling card, great second half adjustments. I'm hoping that they will do that and maybe dominate on the scoreboard more so than they have. What are you expecting second half for them to do? Something that'll open this game
Michael,
up
I don't think we have to make any adjustments. I think we just need to continue to kick their ass. We've been doing that. The score is not indicative of that, but physically we're manhandling them. They're depleted in their wide receiving core. They're depleted in their linebacker core. They're depleted in their rush on defense.
Tight end,
Kittle's out right now. I mean, there is no reason why we don't put this game away in the third quarter quickly. Quickly, we get the ball coming out, put them away quickly. 10-point lead, I'm thinking, after the first drive.
And then on to Chicago. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that post-game pending a win.
When I'm allowed.
Yes, you do it anytime you want, my friend. You know that. You have carte blanche around here. Ron Jaworski, Michael Barkann reminding you that we are on Plus Channel, NBC Sports Philadelphia Plus Channel, when the clock hits 0, hoping to talk about an Eagles playoff win in this first round. That'll do it for Nissan In Game Live.